Well, police are receiving their COVID-19 jabs. Vaccinations for over 180,000 service members begin exactly today. Police Minister Lindokuhle Xulu, as well as National Commissioner Lindokuhle Xulu, are leading the vaccination drive in Soweto. But for more on this, eNCA reporter Lindokuhle Xulu joins me now from Orlando Stadium in Soweto. Lindo, good morning to you. I mean, what do you see there? Has the drive started? What's the very latest coming from Orlando?
Well, nothing has started yet, Dumelo, but I can certainly tell you that there is a number of police officers that are outside here at Orlando Stadium. And basically what is happening is that they've lined up for the jab. That is a vaccination that is set to take place in phase 2. We also understand that frontline workers such as teachers as well as police are expected to be vaccinated. We understand that today is the beginning of that process for police to actually get their jabs. And I can just move out of shot here and tell you that what is expected is that out of that 180,000 police that are expected to be vaccinated, in the forefront will be Police Minister Lindokuhle Xulu as well as General Sithole, who is the National Police Commissioner. They will be the first ones to get the jab before all of these officers that you are seeing there, as my colleague Kamane Tami is showing you. But basically what will be happening is that throughout the week we are expecting that these frontline workers in a form of South African Police Service workers will in fact be vaccinated today. Well, I understand that Minister Lindokuhle Xulu is, of course, not here yet, but what we're expecting is that as soon as they get vaccinated, all of these employees, all of these South African Police Service employees will then get their chance to get the jab.
Have you had a chance to speak to some of the members of the SAPS about how they're feeling about today? I mean, when you look at the numbers for the teachers alone in Gauteng, it seems 10,000 of them, as well as, some education personnel, refused to get the jab, so they chose not to get it. But for those who are there, for those perhaps who are still making their way, did you get a chance to get a sentiment or a sense of how they're feeling about today?
We haven't gotten a chance to speak to anyone, Tumelo, because in terms of dealing with South African Police Service employees, they will tell you that the first and foremost person who needs to speak is through some of their communications department. And in this case, they are expecting that the department, the National Department of Police is the one that will be issuing out the message. But we will be trying to speak to them individually to try and get a sense of how they are feeling. But we did manage to speak to Lirandu Themba, who is the spokesperson for Minister Lindokuhle Xulu, just in terms of some of the numbers, and they were able to confirm that at this stage they're quite happy that this process is in fact unrolling, because 30,000 plus officers have been infected in the front lines, and they're saying that unfortunately 680 of those had succumbed to COVID-19. So they're saying that this is an important step. But in terms of police representative, the worker representative, we have been able to receive the statement from the union that is calling on all police to actually come front and come and get the jab. They are saying that while this process is voluntarily, and as you've seen with the teachers, some of them not wanting to take the vaccine, they are saying that they are calling on all of their members, all of their union members, to come forward and get the vaccine. So at this stage, the union is trying to call on some of its members to get the vaccine, but we will be trying to speak to those that are here in terms of why they believe it's important to get the vaccine, but also what is it that is happening to encourage some of those that might be having anxiety, as we've seen with the teachers, around getting the vaccine. But at this stage, like I said, it is protocol being observed in terms of the minister arriving, issuing a message, and thereafter we will be able to speak to some of the people on the ground.
And thanks for that, colleague. We'll be sure to come back to you as those developments do occur. Lindokuhle Xulu out in Orlando in Soweto.